Hey, this is Nate from StrayBlogger.com, and I just want to thank you first of all for purchasing this product. If you will just follow my advice and actually implement this process for 60 minutes a day, like the title says, uh, this most likely will be your most profitable endeavor or project or whatever you want to call it, website that you're working on. Because the fact is, very, very few people actually put in 60 minutes of just real result producing work every day. In fact, most people don't even do that in a week. And this is people that are buying, 5 WSOs a week, 10 WSOs a week, buying all kinds of IM products, maybe even people that are, paying for high price coaching. So this is something that, and the whole idea behind this is, I get asked on my blog all the time, what can I do in just a few hours or a few minutes a day, 30 to 60 minutes a day, that will actually produce some results? Because most people out there that are trying to get into this, they have a day job or, just even having a family and kids, which I don't have, luckily, right now. They only have an hour or two at the most to put into their own online business every day. And the problem with a lot of other methods is there's so many things to try and figure out and get good at that it's hard to even get started. It seems like, if you're trying to create your own product and come up with sales page and a autoresponder series that converts, leads into buyers and stuff like that, there's all these different skills you have to develop. And it's just overwhelming to think, okay, even if I sit down and start working on one aspect, what am I going to get done in 1 hour? And it's just a depressing, cycle. So here's how one of these sites work. You choose a big, broad niche, and yeah, I say niche instead of niche or whatever. You target specific types of keywords that I'm going to show you how to find, and you spend 60 minutes a day creating specific types of content. Now, you mix in specific types of money articles, and again, these two types of content I'm going to show you how to do in a later video. So the whole idea behind this is you're going to get a ton of long tail search engine traffic, and you'll get a lot of likes, shares, and pins over time. And the entire idea behind this is you just end up with a very passive and Google proof income. And for me, very passive, that's great. But for me and some of the crap that I've gone through with all these niche sites that I've built over the last 2 years, and the Google proof aspect is the biggest. If you want a real sustainable business long term, pretty much the only way to go is to set up a big authority site. And that takes time and effort, obviously, but you will be amazed at what you can do on that front in 60 days or 90 days, 2 to 3 months, if you literally put in 60 minutes a day. That's all. 1 hour a day of actually just implementing this exact process I'm going to show you. So here are the benefits. It only takes an hour a day, like I said. And like I also said, this will probably work better than all the other complicated, schemes and methods you've been trying to follow. This will build you a Google-proof site, not to mention there's no risk of getting slapped or de-indexed, which is incredibly frustrating, and really the only thing you can do about that is to set up another site on a similar domain and like 301 redirect all your pages. It's just, it's so annoying, and I've gone through a decent amount of that lately. And the next thing is you're building a long-term passive and very stable income that's only going to grow with time instead of becoming more risky. So again, you've probably spent quite a bit of time building niche sites or little sniper sites or whatever. And if you've been building links and content like pretty much every product out there shows you how to do, you understand that every day that goes by, Google is trying to figure out how to identify the link networks that you've been using and that kind of stuff. And it's just every day those type of sites are more and more at risk of just being taken down and de-indexed. So it's super stressful, and honestly, a lot of my income still comes from these niche sites. So this is why I'm moving towards these bigger sites that just rely on mostly content and not so much my own products or anything. And here's the biggest benefit. This last thing on this slide. It's incredibly simple to sit down and get into each day. You just pound out, I mean, it's the exact same process, 60 minutes a day, that's all you have to do. And again, you probably know exactly what I mean, but when you have, if you're trying to create your own products or like target Facebook ads and mess with these like affiliate sales funnels or whatever, or your own products, there's so many things that go into that if you only have an hour or 2 or 3 hours a day, it's a lot of the times you just think, I'm not going to do anything until Saturday when I have 4 or 5 hours to put into this. And then Saturday comes and you finally sit down in the morning and you waste 2 or 3 hours dicking around, and then your kids are up, your wife's bugging you to go to the mall or whatever, and literally weeks go by without you doing anything, just because you have so many things to try to figure out that it's just overwhelming to try to sit down and do one thing for like an hour, or it seems like it's not even worth, just working on something for an hour. So the biggest benefit of this process is you can immediately sit down and dive into the actual work that's going to drive your results. And that's all you have to do. In fact, I recommend that you only do this for 60 minutes a day. You might get into this and think, well, I can get X number of results in 1 hour a day. I'm going to do this for 3 hours straight every day. I would actually recommend that you do not do that, because if the actual work aspect, sitting down, doing exactly what I'm going to show you the process is, 60 minutes a day, if you just know that that's all you have to do each day to achieve your goal in the end, it's just a lot easier to deal with mentally. So only do this 60 minutes a day. That's it. You're going to pick one site, one niche product category type thing, and I'll get into what I mean by that. And you only work on this 60 minutes a day. Okay, so that's it for this intro video. Let's get started.